Hello, hello, hello. All right, today's the 26th. Today's the day right after Christmas. I have a lot of people from 2, 3 months ago, through 2, 3 weeks ago, telling me that they want to put their properties back in the market right after Christmas, right after the holidays. I'm not going to call back right away. I'll wait for maybe 12. It's 9:30 right now. I'll wait for maybe 12, 1 p.m. Afternoon. I need to open the windpipes and make sure, just get things rolling, because I'm rusty right now. Yesterday was Christmas, didn't make calls. So let's just get back into it. Let me get a list of leads. All right, guys. Let's do a quick test. Today I feel I'm angry. I'm angry. I feel past couple days, Christmas, didn't make calls, and I just feel rusty, and I gotta pay. I gotta pay things. I gotta pay people. A lot of expenses I have to deal with, and I'm sure you can relate. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling the same way. A lot of people feel stuck. I feel stuck right now. So what we're going to do is put all that energy into the calls and really focus, because once you're locked in and you're flowing, things go the way you want them to go. So I'm expecting to dive deep in the focus today and get some listings. 3 listings. I need 3 listings. So let's do this. 220 clients, 218 actually, prospects. And here we go.
Thank you. Once you click the start button on your screen, your dial session will begin.
like to put a timer so I know exactly how much time I'm spending. I have a couple timers. I have the dialer has a timer, but I can pause every time I pause the dialer, it tells me exactly the amount of time that it took me to make those calls, but it's the actual dialer's time. So if I pause it, that time stops. And then I have another timer on my phone that tells me how much it took me to just get the work done in total. So if I want to actually time the dialer, I'll just pause, or if I pause in real life, I'll keep the real timer, I'll keep it going because I'll keep it going, but then I'll pause on the dialer. Sometimes I have to pick up a call or something. But the goal here is to really make calls and not stop because every minute is so important. Every time like right now, just a minute just passed and I could have had a conversation with somebody. That could have been one pickup. And some people have a bunch of different numbers.
Thank you for calling the Johns Hopkins All Children's
If it's like a business, I'll try the other number. And if they don't pick up, I'll just keep going. Next contact. I don't want to waste time on calling 5 different numbers. Because a lot of times the numbers are right, and the first number is the actual person's number. So if they don't pick up, they don't pick up. Hello, Mr. Figueroa?
Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is David, realtor in Bradenton. How are you?
I'm alright. How you doing?
Good. Hope you had a good Christmas. I was hoping to ask you a quick question about your property. Would that be okay?
Which property are we talking about?
2310 33rd Street in Bradenton.
3310 33rd Street, Bradenton?
Yeah, is it still available, or are you selling it privately?
I think I'm gonna keep it.
You're gonna keep it. Is it because you haven't gotten a buyer, or was it a realtor issue? I see it was in the market for 164 days.
Yeah, it was in the market. I really wasn't getting no hits on it. And in between me having it in the market, found out I need a new roof soon. So it's been hard to sell because I really don't have the financials to do the roof right now. And I was considering selling it, but if I sell now, I'm actually going to lose money that I don't feel like losing. So I'm going to hold on to the house for a little while.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you're going to update it, do the roof, and then put it back in the market, you think?
Yeah, but probably not for another 2 years. I'm going to hold it for another 2 years, let my equity grow a little bit. So more money into the house, and then I'll probably sell.
Yeah, have you thought of renting it while you wait?
I am renting it right now. I do rent it for $2,800.
You have a tenant?
Yeah, I have a tenant right now, and I rent it for $2,800. But their lease is almost up, and I might consider putting it on Airbnb for a little while.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. How much did you want to net, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I put $90,000 down on the house. It's been about 2 years now. I think my mortgage is at like $320 something. But I know if I sell now, I'm probably gonna walk away with like $40,000, and that's not something I'm going to do right now.
Yeah, it makes more sense to just wait for the market to go a little higher and then sell it so you can make some money.
Right, yeah, I don't wanna, I got grandkids coming. I got a bunch of things going on, and I'm really not desperate for money. I was more dealing with a little bit of anxiety and discouragement.
Yeah.
That's something you have to put in your back pocket and say, okay, man up, roll your sleeves and deal with the punches and wait for the long term. So I'm here for the long term, really.
Yeah. Is it going? If you don't mind me asking, is it going to affect you in any way if you just keep the property? I mean, you're not gonna. It sounds like you needed the money, but if you just hold on to it, you should be fine for a couple of years. You think?
Yeah, it shouldn't affect me. The only thing that was affecting me is that it is on a fixed mortgage rate. So at one point, the mortgage did went a little higher than I expected, but then I was able to work with the real estate company and have them bring it down a little bit. So I'm not really making money off the house, but at least the mortgage is being paid and the equity is being built.
Yeah. As long as you're not losing money, that's the most important part.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the most important part. Yeah, I have 3 properties, and I had 2 of them on the market, but I took my townhouse off because that one makes me money, and I really didn't want to sell. But I was almost in a position where my tenants knew that I was selling the new house, and they were kind of almost getting ready to move out on me without me selling it. And I know that's a hard way to work things, but I was like, damn it, if they move out on me now, then I have to pay this mortgage out of my own pocket, and that's something I didn't want to do. And then, I sat down, did the math, and I was like, you know what, I'm really not losing. I'm really not losing money, even though I'm not making money off of it. And I was like, you know what, let me just relax and play out the long-term role, which is my original plan anyway.
Yeah. I see what you were trying to do right there with maybe selling one or renting it, and then they try to kind of put you in a tight spot there. That you had to make a
So
quick
I figured
decision.
when I originally wanted to put the house on sale, and my tenants was like, well, we moving right away then. I was like, damn it, that means I have to pay this mortgage, and sometimes it could take 6 months, 7 months. Like you said, it's been in the market 150 days. If they would have moved out, that would have been me paying the mortgage. So I almost got a little nervous. I was like, damn it, maybe I need to sell the townhouse. That way I have cash in the
Exactly, yeah.
have some cash to pay the mortgage till I sell the other house. But then I was like, man, you know what? I really make $1,800 off the townhouse, free and clear. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I was like, no, let me not do that.
And you live here in Florida?
Yeah, I live here in Florida. I'm in Bradenton. I have my own personal house that I live in, which I'm probably never gonna sell. Which that's the one everybody harasses me for.
Yeah.
And then, just talking over with my daughter and my kids, because the house on 33rd Street was more like a business venture me and my kids were going to do together with the Airbnb. And when I originally bought the house, I had just finished signing for the house right when Airbnb season was over, and I was like, man, I don't want to pay this mortgage. So I went ahead and rented it out to one of my employees for the last 2 years. One of my employees been in there. And they're great people, and as long as they keep paying the mortgage, hey.
Yeah, that's the most important part. I mean, you sound like you know what you're doing, and when you're talking to me about numbers and crunching everything, that's what you're supposed to do. Do you usually use a realtor do you have a friend realtor, or would I have the opportunity to earn your business when the time comes, like a little further down the road?
You know what, being that you have been polite and you've been somewhat agreeing with my decisions, you know what, I think I could work with you. Other real estate have been calling me like crazy recently, which is crazy because my phone was quiet until I took it off the market. And now everybody's calling me, and most real estate is like, oh, well, now's the time to sell. You should do it now. And I'm like, well, you know what? I kind of made up my mind already, my man. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You agree with my decisions. And I think you're someone that I'm willing to work with in the future if I do put it in the market. If you want to check with me, if you want to send me some information, I'll give you my email and attach your phone number to it, and I'll save it for future references.
Yeah.
But if you want to check in with me, maybe around August, I'll let you know where I stand at again.
Let me write that down.
Anything can change from here to August.
Yeah, because I mean, I know you're not gonna do anything unless it made sense to you, and my job is not really to sell your home in a rush, and because you've heard about the pyramid pricing, right? That's what realtors usually use, where you just price the property under market value so that it makes the price attractive and all that. But if you're a smart person like what you're doing, you want to not do that and actually look at the net proceeds. How much are you going to put in your pocket? Especially if you're a developer or an investor. So that's my job. I would look at the actual data, the actual numbers to see if it would make sense with you, and go from there, basically.
I appreciate that. What was your name again?
David Fetter. I'm here in Tampa, Florida, but I work from all the way up from Spring Hills all the way down to Sarasota, Northport, the entire West Coast, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, if you want information, I'll save it in my database, and then if you want to check in with me or this something, we'll see where I stand at then.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll call you back around August and see where you're at and see if any.
Sounds good, Dave.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to talk to you. You have a good holiday, buddy.
You too, man. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right.
Check back with he has. This one is being rented. He wants to do Airbnb. I'm looking for opportunities. A lot of people are aggressive all the time. I might be doing it wrong, not sure, but I like to read the room and find little opportunities. If I can be aggressive, it's just like the market, find open opportunities in the market to see if your price would make sense. I like to read the room. If there's a sign, if there's a green light, I move forward, kind of like chess. Sometimes it's risky to just go aggressive without having an opening. Sometimes I do that. It pays off sometimes, yeah. But it's more about predicting what the person is gonna say, what the vibe is, and I don't know. It's pulling, pushing, and yeah, it's just push and pull. Aggressive, see how he reacts, pull back. See how he reacts, push, see how he reacts, pull back. That's really how I live the game, how I play the game. Actually, I'm just fucking pissed right now. He lives in Florida, doesn't want to sell his actual home. He said it was a business venture with his daughter. And I'm not here to have a long conversation, but he's probably, by the time August hits, he's probably going to be talking with 1,000 realtors. But the point is, if you're good at following up, you can be right there when the time comes, right in their back pocket, so that they're ready to make a decision. And if you have a quick, short conversation and they give you approval, then they'll remember. Like this guy, he'll probably remember me. Maybe not, but the fact that he was like, you've been agreeing with me Sounds like you're respectful, blah, blah, blah. This is because most people are just doing the same thing. Just, oh, it's a good time to sell. It's a good time to sell. And that kind of gives me an idea what my competition is doing, which is great. So let's keep going. Do you give me permission to be fully honest with you? Do you give me fully honest with you? Oh, let me write down. I have to write down my numbers for the day. That was one conversation. So the way I'm calculating my numbers, I'm doing calls. Well, calls, I can see it right there. I need to make 300 to 1,000 calls today. I have some work to do, so I'm probably going to do 300. I have it set up at 218, so I'm going to do expired leads, 200 and something expired leads. Then I'm going to do about 100 for sale by owners. Every fucking minute counts. I'm wasting money. I'm wasting money and time right now by just talking. But the way I do it, pickups. Conversations. So it's been 7 calls right now. 7 contacts. Each number doesn't count. Because if we're looking at numbers, there's 12. I've called 12 numbers. Doesn't fucking count. 7 contacts. 7 contacts. Pickups. 1 pickup. Conversations. 1 conversation. About 4 to 7 pickups is 1 conversation. Usually around 4 pickups. Then voice messages. And voice message callbacks. It's fun. I just like to see how many callbacks I get from the voice messages that I leave. All right, let's go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 352-807-3784 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Mr. Zara. This is David, Realtor here in Spring Hill. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Call me back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I'm looking for somebody who wants to list their property. Not worried about the follow-ups, not worried about the people interested in selling.
Hello?
Mrs. Patman?
No, sorry, I have the wrong number.
Hi, Patman. It's Mrs. Pittman. How did I mess that up? Pittman. That sounded like a pitman. Pick up.
Hello, this is David. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, David. David here, Realtor in Indian Shores. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property in Gulf Boulevard. If you can give me a call back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
David calling about Plant City property.
Thanks, David. Please stay on the line.
They never pick up.
Hello?
Mrs. Johnson?
Yes,
Hi, ma'am. David here, Realtor in Plant City. How are you?
I'm good.
I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Well, I see that it was expired. It was in the market for so long, almost a whole year. Is it still available, or are you selling it privately?
Yes, I'm going to sell it by owner, yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Is it because you haven't found a good buyer, or have you had any offers?
Oh, I've had plenty of offers. They've all fallen through.
Okay, when you were working with your realtor, what was the reason it didn't sell? What did they say?
Well, no, I've had 4 contracts on it, and we got right up to the line, and the buyer backed out all 4 times for one reason or another.
Was it because they couldn't get the finances, the mortgage?
No, I don't know. Well, one of them was because, so Alexander Street is a state street, and they would not allow the people that were going in there to build what they wanted because they were going to have too many people going on the ingress egress.
Mm-hmm.
And so they stopped. That's what stopped that one. And then the last guy I had, which we were supposed to close in December, he just backed out. I think his wife just said, "You're not going to buy this. I'm not going to let you." So that ended that one. And then Dr. Hakeem was going to buy it, and I think he just lied the whole time. I think he couldn't get the money.
That's
I don't know.
frustrating. Yeah, because you had you said 4 contracts.
He had 4 different contracts.
Yeah, because usually after 6 showings, you get a good offer and you just take that. But
Yeah, they were all good offers. They really were good offers, and so I put it on for $850 this last time, And the reason I had it at that was because I actually paid to have, the appraisal done to see what the property actually was gonna be appraised at, and it came in at 840. But having to pay a realtor, you know, that's almost $100,000, so went ahead and put it at 850. And so now I'm gonna probably put it on the market for 750,
Wow.
without having to pay a realtor.
Why such a
And
big
it'll
jump?
sell for that. I know it will. Because the property appraiser has all three parcels at almost that. And that's, you know, when the property appraiser puts it, they've got it like about at 80 or 90% of market value. So, you know, it'll sell at 750, but I can't afford to put it that and have a realtor do it.
Yeah, but
Because
have
I
you
have to
thought
pay a
of,
realtor.
well, now that you're selling it for 100,000 less, did you think about how much you wanted to net, or did you just put it in the market and was trying to just hope for the best?
Yeah, no, I really wanted to net 900 to start
Oh,
with,
okay.
because there's a lot of owners on this property. This was my parents' property, and so they left it to all, you know, all the kids. And so there's a lot of names on these properties. And, so I was trying to sell it, trying to net 900. So it started out at 1.2 million, which is really a good price for that property.
Yeah.
It's right at 5 acres, right on Alexander Street. And, I actually had a contract on it for 1.1. That was several years ago. And then I had, the next contract was at 950. And that one's the one that fell through. And so then I brought it down to 850. And so we just have to get rid of it because the taxes are eating me up. The taxes are right at $10,000
Oh,
on
wow.
all three parcels.
Yeah.
And, you know, so the upkeep, I'm having to, you know, have it mowed, all that property mowed, and having to tear down structures and take care of stuff, you know, so that code enforcement don't get me. And
Yeah.
it's just a lot to have to take care of.
Yeah, a lot of
So,
expenses for not no reason, but a lot of just extra expenses you don't want to deal with. I get it.
yeah,
I get
I
it.
mean, it's a lot of money, you know, having to deal with a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm losing money every year and every month on that property that I'm not able to recoup. So coming down on the price is fine because I'm losing money.
Yeah. So you didn't have any issues with the realtor? They did their job?
No, I haven't had any issues with the realtors.
Okay.
You know, the realtors have done a good job. It's not the realtor's fault.
But if you get a buyer, are you expecting to still take take responsibility for their compensation, for the buyer agent compensation?
You mean if I get a buyer from a realtor?
Well, if
I'm not
your
understanding
buyers,
the question.
the buyer is probably going to have their agent representing them, so they're going to
Well, if
want.
they have an agent, it'll be negotiable.
Yeah.
My most likely what I will do is the buyer's probably going to have to pay their own agent. That's probably what I'm going to do. Because typically a buyer, when they come in and they have their own agent, it would be 3%.
Right.
So if I have my agent, they have their agent, it's 6%, they split the difference. That's typically what it is.
Yeah, but it's negotiable, like you said, actually.
It's negotiable.
Yeah.
I'm planning on trying to do this after the first of the year to do, you know, sell by owner. I've got a contract already drafted that I want to use, but I haven't gone to my attorney with it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a meeting scheduled to go to Hillsborough Title to talk to them about a closing. So I've got my ducks in a row. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
Yeah.
So, 'cause I just ended my contract with my realtor in December, and he and I have talked, and we left with really good terms. And so, you know, he's been very helpful with things with me. And I've got another realtor that she and I we had really good relationship, but she retired, and I miss her intensely.
But let me ask you something, Mrs. Johnson, because I'm for, putting your property in the market, selling it yourself if you know what you're doing with the titles and such. But why not just use the same realtor that you were using and just tell him to lower his compensation? I mean, is that something you considered?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, even the one that I had before that retired, she actually lowered her commission, and she did it without me even asking. Yes, I had considered that. However, he would have to lower it a lot.
Yeah, and he's already done a lot of work. It's been sitting there for 300
Yeah,
days.
he's done a ton of work. I mean, I know realtors do a lot of work, and they deserve the compensation.
Yeah.
I don't disagree that they deserve compensation for their work.
Right.
So it's not that, it's that I need to get rid of the property, and I can't do that at the higher price.
Right.
But
you want, how much do you want in your pocket then? Because if that's the case, I would be very happy to help you out, even if it's just putting a compensation that just made sense to you, Well,
I've got a spreadsheet that has all my calculations in it to see what I really need to give my sister and my nieces and nephews and my kids, because there's without me even thinking about it right this minute, I think there's 7 people involved in this. And so just so you know, I've got all the title searches have been done. All of this stuff has been done.
Yeah.
The survey's been done. I've got all of these documents that have already been done. And these other buyers that have come in, they spent a ton of money having this stuff done. I mean, the soil samples have been done. I've got all these reports on all this stuff. So
yeah, I mean, it sounds like sounds like it's still a good property though, because you've been getting offers, even though it was unfortunate, but you're getting offers, you're getting under contract. It's not a bad property. It's a good deal. The only issue I see here has just been sitting in the market for so long, and now you're fixing that by just lowering the price drastically again, which is frustrating. But the main thing here is you don't want it to sit in the market for more time. If you could sell it in 30 days, then that would be the perfect situation here.
That's why I'm having to drop the price.
Yeah.
And I can't drop the price if I've got a realtor on my coattails having to pay them almost $100,000. I just can't do that.
Yeah.
So, there's an article in a paper that I've got. There's a guy local that he only takes 1%.
Yeah.
And I haven't even had a chance to read that because of the holidays. I've been baking and I've been with the grandkids and I've been doing all of this. So that's why I said after the first of the year, I'll really get down to it and dig into it.
Do you
I'm going to read about him and I'm going to see what he does.
Do you have pictures of the property, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm sorry?
Do you have pictures and videos of the property?
I don't have videos, but there's tons of pictures. There were tons of pictures on the internet.
Yeah, I can't use those though. I would be happy to just do 1% for you, but the thing is, I would still need to look at how much you want to net and structure the deal around it. I think personally, you telling me, oh, I just want to put it at 700,000 in my ears, it sounds like you're okay with a low ball, and I think you can get higher than that, I think. But I don't want to say you can get 150 or you can get 900,000 without me even looking at the data, looking at the numbers. So why don't I do that for you? And I have no problem doing 1%. It's not like, we've known each other for so long and you owe me a 3%, At the end of the day, I understand you want to get rid of the property and you've had offers. So I don't think why that wouldn't be something that could work, What do you think?
Well, I'm not going to sign a contract with you, and I appreciate, you calling. And honestly, I have on my phone, it said what you were, you know, a realtor thing when you called. And I almost didn't answer because I'm not really ready to discuss a whole lot about getting with anybody.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of realtors call me and say basically the same thing you're saying, you know, that you're going to do this stuff and everything. And I don't disagree with you that you can do it. The only thing is that I've had a ton of realtors say the same thing. I just haven't had any realtors really do it for me.
Okay, so what are you looking for then, so I can know
Well, I don't
exactly?
know. I haven't sat with my spreadsheet to see how much money I really do need to net. And I'm going to do that after the first of the year. You are more than welcome to go out and take pictures, and you are more than welcome to see what you think the market value should be on that piece of property, and you're more than welcome to get back with me. However, I'm not signing a contract right now. I won't pay you to do any of it, but if you want to do research on it and get back with me, you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay, when are you thinking of putting it back? Because right now you're going to do it on your own.
I'm telling you, after the first of the year.
After the
Right
first.
now, I'm not doing anything. I'm still in the holiday mode. I'm getting ready right now to go out and try to find me some more ornaments to put on the Christmas tree for next year.
Yeah, I know, it's the 26th. I'm calling you on the
I'm not
26th.
feeling it, and I'm not even going to think about it until after the first of the year. Like I said, I started not even answering the phone.
Yeah.
And you're almost going to get me to the point I wish I hadn't. But don't ask me again when I'm going to do it, because right now it's, in my mind, it's after the first of the year when I've gotten things settled from the holidays and I have time to sit down and go through it all.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're itching and wanting to do it, have at it. And then when I can get back to it, I will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in no rush of selling your property, so I really want to help you out here, whatever makes sense to you. It sounds like you're in a rush, so that's why I said that. But yeah, I would be happy to help you
I'm not in a
out.
rush. I'm not in a rush to get back into it right this minute.
Yeah.
I've already paid all the taxes on it, and now we've got a whole year to try and get this thing sold for next year. And of course, I keep insurance and all on the property, and that comes up again like in September. So, you know. So, if you want to do all what you're saying, go ahead and do it, and get me some numbers. Send me an email with stuff and remind me that we talked, because
Okay.
I get a ton of emails that I just dump.
Okay, can we
Yeah.
set up a maybe a Zoom meeting? Because you probably don't want to do a in-person
Not
meeting.
right now. I don't want
Right
to
now.
set up a Zoom meeting. No.
Okay.
No. Just send me an email, and with whatever you find. And like I said, remind me that we talked, because I won't remember that we talked. I don't even remember your name. I think it when it came up here, it says David.
Yeah, David.
And it actually said, "Do you actually want to talk to him?"
Yeah, because you had a, I think it was an answering machine that said say your name or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even listen to the answering machine. So
I was
I
surprised.
have my phone.
I was
My
actually
house
surprised.
phone is turned off.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
it's the 26th. I know Christmas was yesterday and everybody is still on that little vibe, that Christmas vibe. I don't want to take it away from you.
Yeah. All right. So, you want my email address?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, it's Judy, Judy, dot JD Johnson
Okay.
at gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. And then this is your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
You said judy.jdjohnson@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Johnson, then I'm still going to wish you happy holidays because the holidays are not done yet.
You too.
And I'll give you a call soon and we'll get back to it when the time comes.
Hey, don't call me till after the first of the year.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Okay.
Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
20 minutes. That was another pickup, another conversation. The thing I hate is because, these people are giving you good conversation, right? I mean, but there's always competition. So how do I beat the competition? I just got to give better numbers, I guess. Because if somebody was doing the same thing I'm doing and she's picking up and the client is picking up, how do you beat that person? You just got to give it your all. How do you beat the competition? Because what? I'm going to do all this work. She's not going to pay me. She's not going to sign a contract. I don't want to sign a contract. I don't want to sign. You see that? That's an objection right there. I don't want to sign a contract. I do not want to sign a contract. What do you mean but you want to use a realtor? But here you can see a very good example of the push and pull. Did you see I pushed a little bit? She got frustrated. So I had to pull back and just not talk about anything. You see that? A good example of it. Let me write my notes. She wants to sell, for sale by owner. She was thinking of putting it at 700. Call back after January 1st. Sent email. She didn't even want to do a meeting. That's another objection. Oh, I don't want to do a meeting. I don't want to do a meeting. What the fuck am I supposed to say? Alright, you don't want a meeting, but how am I supposed to do my job? She did say she respects people, she respects agents, we have to make money, right? But she doesn't want to do a contract. So do you want to work with multiple agents? Is thinking about doing 1%. She might be interested with 1% commission. She's just trying to finesse herself. So many times I talk well and they're like, they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing. And I usually use the thing of the idea of, well, I'm not trying to sell my home. It sounds like I'm not in a rush. Tonality. The tonality was off. Tonality. Oh my god, next.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is David. Would like to speak to JMD Living Trust.
Thanks, David. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hi, this is David, realtor here in Bradenton. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Call me back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling Whimsidoodle. This is Lynette. How can I help you?
Hi, Lynette. This is David. Is Jill Orobello available?
She is not. Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I would like to know if there's a better time for me to call back. I'm a realtor here in St.
She does
Petersburg.
not have regular hours. She's in and out, so chances are you're never going to catch her. I can leave a message.
Okay. Is there a number I can get for her?
There's not.
No?
Not one that I'm going to give out.
Why not?
You haven't even told me what this is concerning.
I'm a realtor here in St. Petersburg. I'd like to speak about her
Oh.
property. Yeah.
So yeah, I still am not comfortable giving out her personal number, but I would take a message if there's something you want me to relay.
No, it's kind of personal. I'll try
Okay.
her number. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Orobello.
Yes?
Hi, ma'am. This is David, realtor in St. Petersburg. How are you?
Good.
I'm glad. Hope you had a good Christmas. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I understand you're not It's the tone. It's the tone. I gotta fix the tone.
Please leave your message for 72763122078.
Hi, Mr. Krasinski. This is David, realtor in Clearwater. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Call me back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You've reached Jacob Coates. Leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is David. Would like to speak to Mr. Segal.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Hello.
Mr. Segal, David here, realtor in Clearwater. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Hope you had a good Christmas. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Well, I see it was listed for 85 days and it was expired. Is it still available, or are you selling it privately?
Um, I'm debating next steps. Thinking perhaps renting it.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. When you spoke with your last realtor, what was the reason he said that it didn't sell?
You didn't say.
He didn't say what
Can
did
I
you?
ask the nature of your questions? Your intentions for this call?
Yes, sir. I'm a realtor. I want to see if I can help you sell it, but I just want to know what your situation is to see if I can help you in any way. If you're selling, if you're
No, I'm fine. I'm not looking for a realtor right now. Thank you. Bye.
okay, is there a better time for me to call you back? Hello? Hello? Mr. Segal? He's I want to sell your property is a no-no. I feel like people are picking up today because it's the 26th. They don't expect realtors to be calling today right after Christmas.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Mr. Randolph, David here, realtor in Wesley Chapel. I was hoping to ask you a quick question about your property. Call me back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye. 5 voice messages. 4 pickups.
Hello?
Mr. McKenna?
Yes,
Hi, sir. This is David, Realtor in Largo here. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Hope you had a good Christmas. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Well, I see here that it was in the market for 90 days. Is it still available or are you selling it privately?
No, it's still going to be available. Yeah.
Will you be relisting it with your past realtor or do I have a chance to earn your business?
No, we're going to stay with no.
Is that an 100%? Hello?
Sorry, yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you sell it. Have a great day.
Thank you. Useful.
Thank
New Year. Bye-bye.
Hello, this is Reyes Flooring Total Services. We missed your call, but leave us your name and a callback number and we'll give you a call back as soon as we can.
Hey, Mr. Reyes, this is David, Realtor here in Tampa, Florida. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Call me back at this number whenever you get the chance. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
David, calling about property in Gulfport.
Thanks, David. Please stay on the line.
Hello? Hi, ma'am. This is David, Realtor here in Gulfport. How are you? Hello?
Just a sec. Hi.
Hi. Are you available?
So say that again.
Hi. I was just calling. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
My property.
property?
Yeah, 2825 Clinton Street, Gulfport.
No, that's not my property.
Oh, you're not selling anything?
No.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hi, I'm Call Assist by Google, recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Before I try to connect you, can I ask what you're calling about?
Yes, would like to speak to Mr. Taylor.
Before I try to connect you, could you please give me a quick description of why you're calling?
Yes, this is David. I'm hoping to ask them a question about their property in Zephyr Hills.
Unfortunately, the person you're calling cannot take your call.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye. You have reached 718-276-2753.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Beers?
Yes.
Hi, sir. This is David, realtor in St. Petersburg. How are you?
All right. And what's this entail to?
Well, I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. I see that it was in the market for 93 days. Is it still available? Are you selling it privately?
No, it's off the market. It's off the market.
Okay. Are you not interested in relisting it?
No, not at this present time.
Okay. Do you know when would be a better time for me to call you back and have a chance to earn your business?
Probably not. Well, I have a realtor.
Will you be going back with them 100%?
Yes.
Okay. Would you wouldn't be open to the idea of getting a second opinion?
No, not right now. Give me 6 months and call me back in 6 months.
6 months? Okay. Are you just trying to wait because there was no buyers, or are you renting it?
Well, the market really stinks right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of buyer activity.
Yeah, because I don't want to give it away. That's why I took it off the market.
Okay, that makes sense. How much did you want to net, if you don't mind me asking?
250.
250. Okay, so you just had like a $15,000 wiggle room. Have you thought about the closing costs? Because if you want 250, it's listed at 265. You'll probably end up with a lot less than that.
Okay, well that's good advice. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because
So,
what I usually do is look at structure the deal so that it makes sense, so that you can get the amount that you want at the closing table, you know?
All right. Like I say, right now, I just want to not do anything with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have my wife's son is in there right now, so we're doing that month by month and see how that goes. Like I say, I appreciate the call, and give me 6 months and call me back.
All right. I'll call you back in 6 months.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi, sir. This is David, realtor in St. Petersburg. I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
Yeah, we're not interested. Thank you.
Are you not interested? Mr. Fulton? Hello?
Who's this?
Hi, Mr. Fulton. This is
What do you want?
This is David, realtor in Bradenton. How are you?
What do you want?
Well, I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
No.
I see that it was listed for 300 days, almost a whole year.
Who gave you this number?
Well, it came on my desk this morning. I see that the property was canceled. Did you cancel? I'm talking about 942.
You have none of your fucking business, dude. Don't call me again.
Wait, sir, wait.
Is this the same fucking guy?
Mr. Fulton, I understand that you're frustrated. Just give me 1
Fucking
second.
leave me alone, asshole.
Mr. Fulton. Should I call him back?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Mr. Felton. I know this is frustrating. Just give me 1 second to explain to you how I can get your property sold. I see that it was in the market for almost a whole year, so I understand how this could be frustrating. Just let me know what you want to net, and I'll be able to structure the deal accordingly. Just give me 5 seconds and I'll explain.
This is a small earring. And now, what's the difference? Like your face is completely different. Well, look at this part of the face is uplifted, and this is more puffy. This is not the right earring scale for you, for your face features. This is a small earring. And now, what's the difference? Like
Tu llamada se reenvió al buzón de voz. La persona con la que intentas comunicarte.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Marsh.
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. This is David, realtor here in Hudson. How are you?
Okay.
I was hoping to ask you a question about your property. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Well, I see that it was listed and expired. Is it still available, or are you selling it privately?
We did an extension. I guess it just hasn't gone through the system yet.
Oh, so you extended it with the realtor?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best, and I hope it sells.
Okay, thank you. Bring me someone.
If I find somebody, I will. Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So,
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying
Hello? Hello?
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is David. Would like to speak to Mr. Santiago.
Thanks, David. Please stay on the line.